This story, and those that orbit it, will tell of the rise of the Shanghai Lockdown, but also the end result we now find ourselves in, which, in a word, is total and complete fuckery.
So the number of new COVID cases are on the rise in Shanghai, and there's a rumor of a lockdown that's going to go into effect. With this rumor, everyone starts shopping around like crazed hyenas, buying anything that isn't nailed down. As demand goes up, so do the prices. Suddenly people are more concerned with how they're going to fit 73 bowls of instant noodles in their bag, rather than playing COVID hot potato. So you remember that rumor of that lockdown that was floating around? We're totally going to do it now, but don't worry. It's only going to be 4 days. Trust us. We're the government. Yeah, about that 4 days. That's just not going to work for us anymore. Yes, I realize we did tell you 4 days. That was more of a guideline than a rule. We're now thinking more along the lines of 11 days. Did we say 11? Yeah, we really meant 12. 15. 20. Definitely 20. So we'd appreciate those of you who are isolating inside your apartment to prevent the spread of this virus would now kindly congregate downstairs in an improbably small area for the testing of the same virus that are now no doubt spreading around like the town bicycle. Of course you can't go outside and shop or buy online using any apps, but look, here's 2 potatoes. And we'll throw in the third for just 1 penny. See, we thought of everything. Well, kind of. We'll also throw in some meat that looks like it's been shot out of a cannon. Of course, if you try to buy anything through any unofficial sources, rest assured it will cost you triple. The blood of a virgin and 2 vital organs. Our choice. So here's the skinny. China has what they call a zero COVID policy, meaning they're not going to tolerate any COVID. No. As a result, anytime they find a new COVID case in your apartment complex, they add 14 days on the backside of the lockdown. Means you're effectively a prisoner, can't go anywhere at all. But if they're asking everyone every day to go downstairs and do constant COVID testing, that all but guarantees there's going to be new cases. There's 3,000 people in my complex alone. That means by my math, I could be in the lockdown for the next 57 years.
So the problem isn't that there is not enough supply out there.
Right.
There's plenty of supply. The problem is the logistics. There's just not enough people to bring things around. Rumor has it there's entire shipments of vegetables rotting in the port right now in Shanghai. And there's just no one to bring it here. Then, of course, is the app lottery situation.
How dare you!
There's a rumor there are some apps that are still working, but you have to wake up at 6 in the morning and sit there and button mash until you have little bloody fingers and little bloody nubs and the vain hope of the order getting filled during this 5-minute window. Thus far, I haven't gotten lucky.
Straightforward, the biggest argument for those that support COVID zero and discounting all those political theories that may or may not hold their liquor better than my Uncle Steve is that Omicron is terrible and millions will absolutely die and there'll be certain death if we, the good people of Shanghai, don't take one for the team and remain locked down indefinitely.
Sounds reasonable.
I mean, let's look at America from 2 years ago as evidence, right? Well, no. This isn't an apples-to-apples comparison, as COVID, specifically Omicron, is unknown in comparison to what it was 2 years ago.
True story.
In addition, yeah, we know that Omicron, in fact, kills less and less, particularly as it gets thinned out.
That sounds prudent.
There's a lot of documented cases, actually, of people who have had it and are no more impacted than the seasonal flu.
That sounds reasonable.
More folks are vaccinated these days, yeah, adding an additional safety net to an otherwise unknown Trampese Act. It's a solid fact that X amount of people will die if we end the Shanghai lockdown right now?
No way.
I know I'm using big words here, but should I imprison myself for an undetermined and unforeseen amount of time so they can live?
No way.
How long? A month? A year? Longer? What exactly is the cost of my life in comparison?
Why did you do it?
Because imprisonment, even in my apartment, is essentially what they're asking us to do and forfeiting my life on a hunch.
Yes, it's true.
The fact is, there's a lot of people suffering out there in this lockdown. And that's not to say I don't care, because I do.
True story.
No, I don't want anyone dying, but at what length do you hold person A hostage so the person B can live, particularly when nothing is being done to change the status?
When will then be now?
I know it's a hardcore way of phrasing it, but that's effectively the question.
Does this story seem possible?
How long should we endure? Why not instead get everyone in China vaccinated and open China up?
That goes without saying.
Claim victory in comparison to millions lost around the world that learned to live with COVID.
Amazing.
I mean, it's not going away. Honestly, this is why the COVID zero policy sucks.
You can't handle the truth.
We can all agree we're at war with COVID, but when in war, you use the biggest weapon and it fails to kill the enemy, which we can see because COVID cases continue to rise despite the lockdown. And in fact, we see many Chinese cities, including the capital, on the cusp of lockdown themselves. Then that weapon has failed.
And just like that, we've reached the end of the video, which means you now have the opportunity to smash, wham, slam, and wallop that subscribe button, thus never again missing another SnarkyGuy video. And not too hard now, a keyboard is a terrible thing to waste. Click the bell icon to get notified. Of course, in the meantime, here's a few more SnarkyGuy videos because
I know you're gonna dig this.